Now, all of us are already aware that the climate crisis does not pertain to one single area. It leaves its impact on every species which lives on this planet. And even as countries are meeting at the ongoing climate change conference in Egypt, a recent report by Lancet has traced in detail the close link between changing weather events and their impact on the health of people. It points out the world's reliance on fossil fuel, which has now increased the risk of disease, food insecurity and other illnesses related to heat. Moreover, the report comes at a time when the world is facing the threat of climate change. And according to the World Health Organization, climate change affects the social and environmental determinants of health, which are clean air, safe drinking water, sufficient food and secure shelter. But how exactly does a rise in temperature impact our health? The report indicates that rapidly increasing temperatures expose people, especially vulnerable populations, that is people who are above the age of 65 years and children, to more heat wave days in 2021 than what was annually recorded previously between 1986 to 2005. Moreover, the changing climate is affecting the spread of infectious diseases, raising the risk of emerging diseases. For instance, it says that the number of months which are suitable for malaria transmission has increased in the highland areas of the Americas and Africa. In addition to that, the World Health Organization has predicted that between 2030 and 2050, climate change is expected to cause approximately 250,000 additional deaths per year. That will be caused from malnutrition, malaria, diarrhea and heat stress. The report does not just end here. Every dimension of food security is also being affected by climate change. Higher temperatures threaten crop yields directly, with the growth season shortening for many cereal crops. However, the report is not all gloom and doom. A health-centered response to coexisting climate, energy and cost of living crises provides an opportunity to deliver a healthy, low-carbon future. For instance, improvements in air quality will help prevent deaths resulting from exposure to fossil fuel, that is, fossil fuel-derived ambient fine particulate matter. And the stress on low-carbon travel and increase in urban spaces would result in promoting physical activity, a healthier lifestyle. Now, for more analysis on this report, we are now being joined by Swine Tidal from Sharma Sheikh in Egypt. Swine is the director of Climate 2020 and he's also a former UN director. Welcome to the broadcast. Right, my first question on this report doesn't really tell us anything alarming. We've known this all along, that climate change will have an impact on our health, and now the numbers are staring at us. But my question is, are the leaders at COP27 listening? Anything concrete?
Yes, of course, you mentioned a lot of examples from the report from WHO, and we have known this for a long time, that there is a tremendous threat towards human beings coming from climate change and a warming Earth. Just to take an example, because yesterday, actually, according to the UN, we were 8 billion people on the Earth. And if you take then parts of Africa, they're getting more and more people. When it gets warmer, it gets drier, there is less water, and there is less food production. And then, of course, you get malnutrition, and you get the people that desperately tries to get out of these areas. You asked if leaders at the COP27 are aware of this. Yes, of course they are. So, and these signals that climate change is posing so big problems on the world, it has not the least been very clear this year with the flooding in Pakistan, with the heat waves, you had it in India, and so forth. So there is no doubt about that, and there is no denial about it.
Right, but Swine, even if they are aware of the problems, they had the perfect opportunity, a forum dedicated to climate change, to take some concrete climate action. Has that happened in your view, especially to reduce our reliance on fossil fuel?
No, you see, there is two things that need to be done to stop this very tragic development. We need to reduce emissions by approximately 50%, 45-50% in 8 years, and we need to triple, quadruple the production of clean, new renewable energy. Unfortunately, at this conference here now in COP27 in Egypt, there will not be a change in the trend. Next year, there will be more emissions. We had a record last year, and the temperature will continue to increase. So in order for governments around the world to stop this madness, they need to understand the crisis and they need to do radical decisions. And as of now, this will not be a result from, unfortunately, the COP27 here in Sharma.
Right, that's quite unfortunate because, you know, when we talk about time, we keep saying that time is running out. The time for climate action is now. So at an individual level, if I may ask, what can we do?
Well, it is not so easy. Of course, you can run a bike, you can buy solar panel, you can take a bus and so forth. And all that is good and important, but it won't save the development. What we need is collective action. So it means that individuals need to require from their politicians and leaders that they take this seriously, so that when they come to the next COP that will be in Dubai next year, they will then finally see that now we have to take radical action. This is complicated and difficult, and there are huge lobbying here in Egypt. Right. At the conference from the fossil lobby. So that is a big problem, and so forth. Unfortunately, I have to say that these bad and threatening development that you mentioned initially, that will be worse and continue.
Right, Swain, thank you so much for all those updates. Collective action, rapid collective action is clearly the need of the hour. It's unfortunate that a big forum like COP27 has not managed to successfully address this, and we have to wait till the next one. But thanks for joining us on WION. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.